Billie Eilish, the 23-year-old phenom whose whispery vocals and genre-bending soundscapes have redefined pop's boundaries, has never shied from wielding her platform like a megaphone for justice. In a blistering Instagram post that amassed millions of views overnight, she turned her ire on Elon Musk, the tech titan whose net worth recently shattered the $500 billion barrier, according to Forbes. Sharing stark slides from MyVoiceMyChoice.org, Eilish juxtaposed Musk's astronomical fortune against the world's gaping wounds. $40 billion annually could eradicate world hunger, $1 to $2 billion yearly might save 10,443 critically endangered species, and $53.2 billion could rebuild Gaza amid its devastation. Her caption? A raw, unfiltered gut punch. F King pathetic PY bitch coward. This wasn't performative outrage, it was a clarion call from an artist whose empathy has long outpaced her years, challenging the moral calculus of extreme wealth in an era of existential peril. Eilish's post lands amid a torrent of global headlines: climate catastrophes, humanitarian implosions, inequality's ever-widening chasm, making her words a powder keg. The slides she amplified aren't hyperbole, they're grounded in data from organizations like the UN and WWF, painting a portrait of possibility squandered. World hunger affects 828 million people daily, per recent reports, yet Musk's SpaceX ventures and Twitter, now X, acquisitions gobble billions that could feed nations. Endangered species teeter on extinction's brink, their habitats raised for profit, while Gaza's rubble cries for reconstruction funds that exist but evade allocation. Eilish's frustration boils over because she sees the disconnect. Resources abound but wills falter. We're in a time right now where the world is really, really bad and really dark, and people need empathy and help more than ever, especially in our country, she echoed from an earlier speech at the Wall Street Journal Magazine Innovator Awards in October, where she similarly skewered another billionaire, Mark Zuckerberg. If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? She probed, her green hair and baggy clothes belying the steel in her gaze. To Eilish, wealth hoarding isn't neutral, it's complicity in suffering. This isn't Eilish's first rodeo in the wealth wars. Her oeuvre, from When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? To Hit Me Hard and Soft, pulses with anti-capitalist undercurrents, critiquing consumerism and isolation. Offstage, she's a force, donating tour proceeds to abortion funds, LGBTQ+ causes and environmental groups. At the Innovator Awards, she pledged $11.5 million from her latest tour to food equity, climate justice, carbon reduction, and anti-change efforts. A tangible riposte to the few people in here that have a lot more money than me. No hate, but yeah, give your money away, shorties, she quipped, her slang a shield for sharp intent. Sources noted Zuckerberg's unease, a rare glimpse of discomfort in Silicon Valley's echo chamber. Eilish's audacity stems from authenticity. Raised in a creative LA family, she bypassed traditional gatekeepers, exploding via SoundCloud with ocean eyes. Now, with Grammys galore and Oscar nods, her voice carries weight, 23 going on ageless in its wisdom. Musk, ever the provocateur, embodies the archetype Eilish targets. A self-made, or so the myth goes, innovator whose ventures, electric cars, neural links, Mars dreams, promise salvation but deliver disparity. His $500 billion milestone, fueled by Tesla stock and XAI bets, dwarfs GDPs of small countries, yet his philanthropy lags. Eilish's post amplifies critiques from figures like Bernie Sanders, who decry billionaire bailouts amid worker woes. By invoking Gaza, she ties personal fortune to geopolitical pain, a bold stroke in a polarized discourse. The region's plight, over 40,000 dead in conflicts, per health ministries, demands global reckoning. Eilish's spotlight insists billionaires lead, not spectate. Her slur-laced caption, while visceral, humanizes her rage, stripping away celebrity polish to reveal raw fury at inaction. Eilish's challenge ripples beyond Musk, interrogating systemic ills. Extreme wealth exacerbates inequality. The top 1% emit more carbon than the poorest 66%, per Oxfam, fueling the crises she laments. Her tour donation exemplifies philanthrocapitalism, done right, targeted, transparent, impactful. Food equity aids urban farms. Climate justice funds indigenous guardians. In contrast, Musk's giving pledge commitment feels perfunctory against his empire building. Eilish's words urge a paradigm shift. Wealth as stewardship, not sovereignty. Love you all but give your money away, she implored at the awards, blending affection with admonition, a big sister vibe to the elite. As backlash brews, Musk's defenders cry woke virtue signaling. Eilish's resolve holds. Her post, viral and vitriolic, sparks threads on redistribution from UBI to wealth taxes. For Gen Z, her ethos resonates. Activism isn't optional, it's oxygen. From vegan advocacy to anti-ableism, Eilish weaves conscience into craft, her lovely haunting as any protest chant. This Musk moment cements her as conscience keeper, unafraid to name names. In sum, Billie Eilish's takedown isn't fleeting fury, it's foundational. By wielding stats as swords, she demands accountability from the untouchables, proving art's power to provoke policy. In a really dark world, her light, fierce, flawed, unflinching, guides toward equity. Billionaires beware, the kid with the bass is calling your bluff and the chorus is growing.